It's your local hero, aka the voice of the voiceless. Stephen A. got his panties in a bunch, and so do the other media.
What is causing all this?
Thank you, Rick. Let me tell you what's causing all this. For weeks, y'all wanted Kyrie to speak. Kyrie spoke, and Kyrie spoke eloquently, and Kyrie gave you the facts, and Kyrie is telling you that he's making a decision based upon his health. And up until July, it was if you want to take it. If not, take precautions. Now, there's no protocol. Now you have to take the shot. New York, you have to take the shot. LA, you have to take the shot. And now New York's trying so hard. The Nets are trying so hard to force him to take the shot. Now he's saying, hey, if you don't play here, you can't play at all. So he stands to lose a lot of money, $436,000 a game to be exact. This is a game that he loved, that he worked hard for. And it's taken away, and y'all demonize this man, not because he's a criminal. No. Because he wants more information about something that he's putting into his body. And it amazes me, the same people that saying, my body, my choice, is saying, no, you got to take the shot. Now, ain't that you see how, I've been saying for years, that this country is full of people that contradicts everything they say. You got pro-life people dropping bombs on innocent civilians in villages, destroying schools and churches and hospitals and daycares. Then you got people saying, my body, my choice, and now they say, no, you don't have a choice when it comes to what you put in your body. Take this vaccine. It's just, you guys are so contradicting. It's amazing. I just can't understand. Next day, St. Andrews, everybody. I just can't understand your logic behind this. Stephen A. My goodness, man. Let's call him Stephen Ketchum. That's Stephen off Django for real. Stephen A. has a problem with this man's personal decision. Stephen A. talks a lot of shit for somebody who throws such a weak-ass cross and a weak-ass jab. I saw your boxing montage videos. And you talk a lot of shit for somebody who can't fight, dude. That was the weakest hook I ever saw. That jab was non-inspired. I don't know who your trainer is or who your coach is. I don't know if it's because of old age. But, dude, you got a lot of work to do. Now, instead of saying your piece, because you waited up to see this, don't lie and say, I just heard Kyrie Irving got off his live, and I'm not going to say nothing now. I'm going to wait until First Take. Trying to get the First Take views because nobody look at First Take since Max Keller left. Stephen A. was mad at Max Keller because you know why he was mad at Max Keller.
The streets. Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A.
So Stephen A., now is the time. You know what? It's been the time. But you know what? I used to like you back in the day before you got out corporate. Now you like, who could I get, boss? So we can get you some money so I can get a piece of it. It's the same man to say every day I wake up, think of how I can make my boss money and how I can get some of that money. He owned his own podcast, but he's so scared of ownership that he sold it to ESPN. It's after they suspended him for saying what he believed. So that's why Stephen A. don't talk about what he believes. Stephen A. might not even believe half this shit. He just says this shit because he knows if he doesn't, he's going to be back in the dog house. Stephen A. makes, somewhere close to 10? And he does 30 worth of work? Stephen A. is up all times of night. He catch red eyes to this place, that place, this place, that place. He got to answer his phone whenever it rings. He got to be on call for these motherfuckers. Like Stephen A. Dude, it's just pathetic, man. It really is pathetic, man. Shout out to Bill Simmons, man. Bill Simmons said, fuck this shit. Y'all can keep all this shit I created for y'all. I'm gonna go make my own shit. Bill Simmons created Grandland. He created 30 for 30. He let him have that and said, I'm leaving. I'm finna be my own boss. They offered Skip a bunch of money. Skip was like, man, you know what? Nah, I'm done. I'm finna go somewhere else. Stephen A. so scared of doing his own thing and losing money that he don't think about the money he can gain. Like, you would rather speak. You are the definition of sellout. I remember. Oh, what was it? Like, you was saying something about Ray Rice. Something you told your mom and all them, like, hey, don't hit a man, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And Michelle Beadle got up there and played the victim like, you know, they do normally. And she punked your bitch ass. They suspended you, and she punked your bitch ass, and you on camera, I want to apologize. If my words were taken out of content, it was stupid what I said. Dude, Stephen A. is the biggest sellout ever, and that's why First Take is either going to be canceled or they're going to move on from him. Because Stephen A. by himself is not entertainment. Stephen A. by himself reminds me of the crazy ex-girlfriend you had. Remember you had them arguments with her, and she do all that screaming for no reason. You got to sit down and listen to it.
Give me the recording, John! John! Give me the money!
That's Stephen A. So I stand by Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I stand by anybody. If you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. If you're unvaccinated because you feel as though you got to get more information, I stand by you. If you're vaccinated because you think you have enough information, I stand by you. It's your choice, your decision. However, the NBA in this, what am I trying to say? They're in this old, we're trying to protect people's health and players and everything. Remember they played in a bubble? Remember that? A lot of players didn't want to play, but they forced them to play in the bubble. They let, and I'm going to get into this because I posted this up and people, I'm going to tell you how young these motherfuckers is. They let Magic Johnson play with full-blown HIV. And y'all going to say it's not the same. I'm going to tell you why it's the same. Because a lot of y'all ain't old enough to know this. When HIV in the late 80s, early 90s, we didn't know how you caught HIV. At first, they thought it was just transmitted through gay people. And then it went to straight people because, you know, the bisexuals. So now it went to straight people. So now straight people get it. They didn't know how you caught it. They didn't know if it was kissing, if it was hand contact, they didn't know anything. They still let Magic play. Against NBA players' wishes. A lot of NBA players say, I don't want to play with this dude. I don't know where this come from. I don't know, what it could do to me. Because back then it was a death sentence. Right now we look upon it and see how stupid it is because it's hindsight. But back then it was a death sentence. We didn't know how you got it. Same thing now. 10, 15, maybe 20 years, we're going to look back on this and say, wow, y'all really fucked this man over for a life choice. Whether he right or wrong. That's crazy. But this is America.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you.
On your local hero. I'm just out.